What's up, guys? I got a special request I'm going to do here today, so let's get to it. We're going to talk about my Harley-Davidson digital tach speedometer that I got from Harley, and this is what I replaced. This is your stock unit that comes on the bike. It's very simple. Mine was a 16, so I did have a tachometer down here that read out in the little digital area. And I also had a gear indicator. I believe the 15s and under did not have that. So with this edition, you do get a tach. We'll go over all that when we get to the bike. But as far as install goes, I'm really not going to do an install video on this, guys. It's very easy. Basically, there's two screws in the back that you undo. A little plate comes out. You unhook your connector, plug in the new connector, slide it in, put the plate on, and the two screws. Very easy install. Really nothing to it. So with that being said, let's go over and check it out and see what we got on the bike. So all right, guys, here it is. This is the Harley-Davidson analog digital tach speedometer. You have an analog RPM readout here at the top. At the bottom you have your miles per gallon, and then here's the actual miles of the bike, and I can toggle through that to a trip 1 or a trip A, a trip B, your time, and then back to your miles. This does have a fuel gauge on it. I turned mine off because I did not install the optional fuel gauge kit in my Sportster. I felt like I just didn't need it. They do offer that, so if you want to get it, it does require taking the tank off, pulling the fuel pump out, installing the kit, and putting the fuel pump back, putting the tank back on. It's a little bit of an ordeal. So I opted not to do that because I keep track of my miles and I know when to stop and get gas, so it really wasn't a big deal. The fuel light also does work, the warning light, so that'll come on. It does have a gear indicator also. You're not going to see that because the bike is not running. When you install this on your bike, the ECM, or the computer on your bike, automatically transfers all the data over. Now you have 31.5 miles until this marries to the bike. When this marries to the bike, you cannot add the fuel gauge kit. So if you want to do the fuel gauge kit, you need to do it when you install the tach, because when this marries and locks, then you can't do it. So that's just something to keep in mind. So what this does offer, let me get out of the way here. If you hold both blinkers in, you get the setup. This is where you actually set up. I have my gear indicator on here. And here's the tach. So as you can see, the tach, I don't know how well you can see it, is changing colors. So you can change the color of that individual tach arm. Your LCD, you can see that it's changing colors. So you can change the color of the LCD. The dial, as you watch, the dial is going to start changing colors. So you can individually change the color of that. So basically you could have 3 different colors going on in this tach, or one more over, and you can choose all. So if I do that, and then bring up the color profile, as you'll see a number, it goes, I think, to 600. So anywhere between 600 and 0 is a different shade or a different color. I don't know how well this is coming across with the colors, but it's just an endless amount of colors that you can choose for this tach. So if I want my tach red, what I would do is go over here and go to 00 because that's red. And then I would save that. So the tach arm is now red. I know it's hard to see on this, I apologize. So now for the LCD, I would hit both brake buttons and just scan until I like the color of the LCD. So, you know, if I wanted the LCD red, I would do right there. If I go to the dial, hit both blinkers, brings up the color range, and I can start choosing what color I want my dial to be. There's a purple. Now we're at a blue, a teal. Now we're swinging into the green. So yeah, I mean, you can literally play with this thing indefinitely, I would say. So yeah, there's kind of like a blue. So I would just choose this, and now I'm saved. So now I have a red LCD, I have a red tack, and kind of a bluish dial there. So I mean, you can make it to whatever you want. So that part is really cool. It's just highly customizable. You can make it any color combination you want, and you can change it anytime you want. It's very easy to do. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Other than that, it has all your standard buttons. It has your security, all your engine light, all the stuff that's on the stock tack this has too. This is a genuine Harley part, so everything carries over just like it would. And like I said, the installation's very easy. 2 screws and a back plate here. Take those out, plate comes off, unplug it, pull out the old one, push in the new one, plug it in, computer does the rest. But yeah, I had a few guys ask about this, so I thought I would do a video on it and just give you a quick overview. I really like it. Like I said, it is a little pricey though at $315, and it's one of those, once when you buy it, you own it, you can't return it. But I'm glad I got it. The only other thing, it does have the silver bezel. It doesn't come in a black, which was kind of a bummer, but if you wanted to use some plastic dip or something and paint that, that wouldn't be very hard to do at all. But other than that, guys, that's about it. Enjoy you guys tuning in. Let me waste some of your times. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Should be a button right down there in the lower right hand corner. It's going to get you all hooked up. Like always, guys, ride safe. Be careful out there. Later.